Hello and welcome. You are now gaming with Ultim 27. Last time, before I left you, we attempted to steal a city. We had to wait 48 hours before we can claim, before the player had paid gold or diamonds for that city. Then we would not have received that city or not. Now we're still experiencing quite a lot of technical difficulties with the internet. Player Ultim occupied items. Okay, he's sitting up there nicely. I apologise for the low video input. Hopefully we can get a bit of gameplay before we have any trouble. So we'll have a look into that in that city. Let's have a look. See if it's got any resources worth keeping. Okay, we'll have a look at the morale's right down and there's 100 complaints. Oh no. We can't put the tax up. It's at 0. So we'll give it... We need to go into our storage. Open up some gold. We'll use 2 million gold. We'll see if we can make this city a little happier. Oh, thank you. I've never seen a city that bad. Now we want to... The morale still looks like it's going down because of the complaints. So we can increase the city morale to 100 and reduce complaints to 0. It will cost 100 diamonds. Confirm. And try and save this city. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, beautiful. Now we've just got to wait for some population to turn up. We'll put that up to 25, the tax. No, we won't right now. We'll leave it at 0. Okay. So that city is useless at the moment. It's not useless. It just means we can't do much with that city right at this moment. We can probably do a little bit of research. Let's have a look. Excellent. We can boost rare metal up. We haven't got rare metal. Up to level 2. We'll have a look at our 3rd city. Well, now our 4th city. We'll see what research we can do there. Got quite a bit of resources in this city. I was working on mainly stuff to do with attack deployment boost. That's the one. We'll research that. So now that we've got the 4 cities, we can have up to 4 researchers running. If each city has got a research centre, that is awesome. We'll go back to our main city. Actually, I want to know how many troops we've got built. Nothing yet, nothing in that city. We had a lot building in this city, a couple of weeks worth of builds. It looks like it's come down a fair bit. So we'll send what troops we've built over to La Union. We'll send them guys over to there. Now I think we might nearly have enough elite commissions to get another hero. There's a knowledge hero that I might like to collect. We've got 28. So we'll have a look at the missions. Special. Where is he? Private Yahtzee. He's only level 40, but his knowledge is up to 135. Knowledge officers are great for research. He needs 40 birthday tokens. Let's have a look in the shop. I think they're rather cheap. Sorry about that. We'll get straight back into the game. Let that load up. Yes, we're having a bit of trouble at the moment with the internet. Sorry about that. This is just kind of, and we really need to do our daily, so we'll get it done with. Hopefully, chests. Wish for diamonds, guys. Make the big tickets were other. $100 diamonds each. So I need 40, so that's 4,000 diamonds, isn't it? 44. Let's have a look. I think I'd be close to having 4,000 diamonds. Very close. We use all these. Excellent. We've got our 4,000 diamonds. We'll buy 40 birthday tickets. Special. So we can get these. We want private Yahtzee though. He'd be an awesome knowledge officer, and that's going to cut down our research by quite a lot. So you won't find him in your city, not yet, but you will find him in your storage, other, and he'll be hiding right here. So I'm to get the hero. Note, you must be the spare room in the staff headquarters. We'll use that one. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Beauty. Let's go. Him. Now our 4th city. Or not too sure. Yeah, we will. Dispatch. Oh, because he hasn't really any attack attributes or any political tributes. I think they're roughly about 40s. We'll double 60 military and 40. So it's Matthews. Nope. There we go. Really should have a political officer now. In my watch. I've got to do some though. Have a look. Move the city down close to my others, just so he's not out. Do that just right now. You need a coastal, resettlement plan to do that. So we'll resettle. An advanced resettlement plan. You can move your current island city to an inland city to an inland plain. After you resettle, you cannot attack other players within 12 hours. Are you sure to resettle your current inland city? Okay. So that means we've got a nice line going on. So I've done our dailies. We'll do our collect from our territories. Oh, I should have left that 5 minutes. I'll leave the other ones go for 5 minutes, and I'll call these boys back and girls, these troops back. Okay. Alerts. What's going on? What's going orange? That was the dispatch back home. We'll have a look at the other cities, because I think I set them. retirees, 23, another 4 minutes, and I'll call them in. I'd like to go back to our main city and have a look at our troop count. Still got about 2 weeks worth of builds there. 90,000 trucks. 19,000 light tanks, 22,000 heavy tanks, and 60,000 SPGs. That's a pretty big. If we get too big, it'll be useless anyway. So let's have a look. I'm not too sure if I want to keep her, but we do need 2 more officers. We'll claim her, convince. See, none of these cities have got a mayor. Should only be a couple of we have to recall. Put up as mayor. Daily missions. So while we're waiting for that, I've found to show us how much resources and how many hit points and what troops are good for, pretty much. All their attributes down. That's for one troop. If we move down the page a bit, we've got it set up for, we'll move this little guy, 1,000 troops. And if you want to build 100 division, that's later on in the game. You need your techs up quite a fair bit. So I've set this up in a spreadsheet so I can, where the red numbers are, I can type in how many are attacking or how many that I'm using to defend, and I can work out their basic strengths. Or if I want to build a big number of them, I can calculate that via this little spreadsheet. This is not calculating officer bonuses or your research techs. Oh, looks like I've had a bit of trouble down there with the there we go. Hopefully that helps. That's just one single officer. Or one single troop. One division. It's not going to take long, but you need your technologies up high before you can even think about building divisions. And the destroyers, submarines and battleship and carriers, you need a coastal plain for that. We'll get into that eventually. It's going to take a bit because the coastline's absolutely full. Let's have a look. See if we can take territories. Beautiful. I won't gather again because I want to bring all their men back. I want to work out, I'm going to spread them out to all the cities so they're pretty much... This one's got a little, I'm going to collect them anyway. Now my game's going to have a bit of trouble loading. So I'm sitting right on top of my modem. Awesome. Some clients. No one's declared a war on us. No one's set us to enemies, which is great. So we'll wait till these guys come back home and then we'll send out troops home. They're already home. So we'll keep these 5 guys here, 5 officers here, and we've still got our 2 attack officers. To make these guys a little bit stronger, we can staff them up. So for example, if I wanted my attack officer a little stronger, I'll staff him up plus 75, plus 30, and that puts him up over 200 military. That is great for quick builds, but we need food and resources for that. So I might see my storage. We'll do 7. That'll give us 14 million food. We'll put him back as mayor. make sure that's not a declaration on us. So we've got 13 million food. And we'll build, that's what I wanted to show you. We'll build a load of these, 30,000. Put in Basmar. I'll send what resources and my military officer, my building officer, troop builder. I'll send him over with one scout plane. And I'll transport. I might dispatch actually, because I've dispatched 20,000 trucks, carry resources. I need a bit of that oil, so we'll have a look. Got a fair bit of food and stuff and oil in this city. That'll take 30 seconds. While we're in here, we'll have a look at our officers. Place him as mayor because he's going to do a build for us. Attack officer. So I'll send one C-Night. I'll send one officer over here. C-Night I'll send over. Okay, we've got all our resources here. We've got our military officer. And we'll build we want to build 100,000 armoured vehicles. I'll show you why. In our missions, special, I think it's the, it'll start us off getting a decent suit. Let's have a look. Way to marshal, 1. See, turn in 1 million armoured vehicles for the cap. Yep, I can't say that one, and you can't show you the attributes to that suit right yet, but we will do. We've got extension, firm defence. A wall without city defence is just a pile of rocks waiting to be knocked down. Deploy 100 howitzers to ensure your city wall is defended. We've done that. That'll give us an extra 30 howitzers as well. And deploy howitzers. Howitzers can fire shells with high trajectory. Gives the shot a steep angle of descent. As a result, you can use howitzers to strike distant targets normally protected by intervening obstacles. Deploy 10 howitzers to your defences. Beautiful. And we've done that. I think we built 6,000 in one city. Okay, so we've done that build. What we'll do is we'll put a military officer, or not a military, we need a political officer in as mayor. I like El Handle. I think I'll put her in. She's nearly got the 60 politics, and she's got 72 military. Now I'll keep her as a fighter. We'll put in El Jones with a 61 politics. Hopefully, let's have a look at our overview. That's great. That'll give us a little bit of food. We really need to build up our technology for that, so that we're producing a lot more food. Transport, or dispatch first, our officer. We'll transport 20,000 trucks. Well, that's all we can do at the present, and I'll go back to La Union. We can knock 20,000 trucks over to our third city. We've got plenty of food there, we just need a lot of steel. We've got houses and bunkers building up there, beautiful. I'm going to open up some steel. We use 8 and 8, 16 million. So we've got, here you go, mate. So it's 11:10 in Tasmania now. We successfully stole that city occupancy. Player ultimate occupied LLY. I can't even say that name. City. New South Wales, you move around a bit, buddy. I think this is our third city. Okay, we'll have a look at the offices in the third city. Six good offices here, so I'll send over internet is frustrating at the moment. Get back to La Union. Level 5. Yet I'm still having a lot of trouble. I'll send 10 division over to the level 5. To have then lose a lot of division. Try and be quick. I was thinking I might just start recording these videos and try and upload them, but it might take 3 days to upload a 2-hour video. That's what it seems like. And Australia's supposed to be on fibre optics, which is supposed to be really good. I found another level 5 real quick. I'm going to send as many military officers out as possible. See, oh no, I'll send 10, sorry. To see if we can get any bronze chests or any bronze keys. So I successfully stole another city, and it's absolutely maxed out. So if you look around the map, there's a lot of good cities to find. Try and hit inactive players, because the active players, they get a bit nasty. If you steal their cities, if you've got heroes in that city, it actually kills them heroes, and you have to replace them. You have to buy them back again from scratch. There we go, grassland, awesome. I'm hoping to collect a couple of good officers out of these Caesars. We'll send these guys out. I think I've got one more to do. So what do we got? We'll check out our alerts and see what we're actually attacking. We need a forest now. Level 5 forest. There we go. We'll have a look at our just stolen and get a mare set up. We'll use her. She's C. Jones we'll use now. Okay, we'll find where my heroes are. go. I've been using these guys to do builds. Let's have a look. I don't think I've done any builds in the city yet. So right now we need armoured vehicles. We need a million of them. Right, we'll do 20,000 to get the first part of our suit. Good time. Go back in. Mirror up L. Baldwin. She'll do a good job for bringing in resources, and I'll move some of the food and oil. I'll transport some of that to my second city. Carry resources, we'll send in half of it, just so it doesn't waste. I don't waste any in dispatch my our territories real quick. Right, we wanted to hit some level 10s. We haven't got any divisions there. Okay, let's have a look. Storage. We'll have a look, see if we've got any divisions. 1 air, 1 armoured, and 1 infantry. So I've got 3 cities there. We'll go our air division here. This might get us some bronze chests. Excellent. Another level 10. We'll have to send some trucks with that to take up some of the burden. Okay, good work. Let's try another city. See what we can do there. Well, if we can. We'll open up our infantry division. They're not going to be quick, but they're going to be able to hit the level 10s. hopefully we get some decent officers out of these seizures. What I will do is I'll try and boost up my heroes' experience by hitting the NPCs. I'll hit a couple of them, and that should help boost up their experience, and I can level them up. It's the quickest way, other than hitting a lot of troops or attacking a lot of troops and succeeding in a big battle. What I might do is I'll keep them all together, and I'll build up one hero at a time, I think. I wonder if I've got any suits I can put on them. I'll have a look at that in a minute, for sure. But right now we're looking for level 10 fields. They're not too far out. Because if they're too far out, it just takes that little bit extra time, and we want quick attacks, really. Excellent. So they mustn't need much. So they don't need trucks to go that extra bit further. Excellent. So that's every city attacking. We'll go back to our main city, La Union, and we'll have a look to see if they've finished their attacks. Oops. Go to territories. We've got 3 of them. I'll recall these guys, because I like to send them out with scouts. If I leave the divisions out there, they'll eat twice the amount of food. Oops, I didn't want to abandon. There's a couple of ways that you can call in your troops, recall your troops. Let's have a look. In alerts you can recall your troops. We'll check out these reports. Right, we're moving too quick for it. It's not going to give us the reports at all. We've got a lot going on. D. Turner, that's one officer. B. Michael, or Michelle, sorry, one or the other. A. Cotton. So I've got a lot of officers. We've scored a lot of officers, and we'll go in and have a look to see if these officers are worthwhile. Staff headquarters. Oh yes, we're keeping him. He's at 60. Politics, convince. No good to us. and no good to us. So I've got our 5 political officers in this city, and we've got our 2 attack officers, plus we've got our 3 heroes, and we're going to send them guys out to hit a couple of these NPCs. What I'm going to do, see if our light tanks, heavy tanks, and our SPGs, I'm just going to send them in. I'm not going to send in any divs at the moment, divisions. We'll just see how these guys go. That'll take 7 minutes before they hit. This is another way we can recall our troops. Good stuff. That means 3 more reports and more officers. Hopefully. We'll go and have a look at C. Taylor. C. Wilson. We actually lost some troops. I think we already captured that fella. So we'll have a look, we'll see which city. I didn't read which city that we've... Nope, we'll try the 3rd city. I need suggestions for a new city. Now, these officers I'll pass up. I'll release these guys and girls. I wish I could spell properly. So we're going in to attack this level 9 NPC. We haven't got any divisions. It's going to be quite interesting. I should have probably sent in some armoured vehicles as well, just to be sure. We should clear it out pretty quick with 30,000 SPGs, as long as they don't get attacked first. Oh no, I was defeated. How did that happen? The SPGs caned me. Damn. Here we go. They're going to send out the scouts first. They're going to go the furthest. Most of the aeroplanes will. I wonder if I've got enough. So my main trouble is that wall. Looks like it's got 4,000 howitzers sitting there. I think I've got 60,000 SPGs. So that's not going to be too. It's not going to be too bad. We cleaned up his scouts pretty quick. I paused these guys, the heavy tanks and the light tanks, for one round, just so that the SPGs can keep up. I want them within the firing range of my SPGs, so that if they do get hit, I'm smacking them with the SPGs. I'll freeze the SPGs there too, just so I do not want them to get hit. Our light tanks and heavy tanks, I've put the heavy tanks forward to help me light tanks. Good work. Let's move forward, guys. Forward, forward, forward. Pause. Pause. Oh, I don't want the heavy tanks to go any further. Good work. We'll see how far we go here. So we should have that wall smacking down on us too, which is going to cause a bit of trouble. Beautiful. We'll pause from there. We'll keep the SPGs moving forward. Heavy tanks are taking a bit of a kicking right now. Okay, I'll get them to the wall as fast as I can. We'll let the heavy and light tanks take all that artillery fire from the howitzers, anti-tank guns and anti-air guns. There's 9,000 bunkers sitting there too. I don't know what their range is, we'll have to check that out. Two more rounds and I'll be hitting that wall with my SPGs. That was a good win. Officer experience, we got 126,600. That is awesome. It looks like we've lost a couple of battles. Oh no. Let's have a look. AREC's no good. Okay. See, I've got low video output. I think that's what might be happening. I've turned everything else off in the house, all the Wi-Fi. Well, the only thing that's on the Wi-Fi is my phone. But over the last couple of weeks, my bandwidth has dropped down to about 20/40. So I'm not too sure what the upload is. Yeah, probably about, I reckon about 50 subs. Like, I first started doing the vids. I was filming a spider that was in my bathroom, and then I got a bit of confidence and I started talking on my streams. So yeah, I think the more I do it, the more confidence I'm going to gain, and yeah, I think I will. At about 50 subs, I'll do a face reveal. Yeah, I've got 3 more subs to gain. I was up to 49 and I've lost 2 somehow. I haven't been able to... Oh, that's me big Oxford Bull Mastiff. It's a bit of a terror. No, I don't like spiders either, mate. They scare me. I use Galaxy S5. Android, Samsung Galaxy S5. Do you play Water Victory, mate? Ah. I had a mate with an iPhone, and it was last year, I think. It was in the Play Store, in the iPhone store. I'm not too sure. He could play it. I'm not too sure if it's still running. So, excellent. I'll have to eventually get an iPhone and check that out. Should still be set out the same, but being a different platform, there'll be different servers, I reckon. So I lost a couple of battles. I went to attack some level 10s and got whipped. But the infantry division seemed to have kicked some butt. Thank you. think I've done about 40 vids now, and I'm getting better every time, I think. But we just attacked a level 9 NPC and absolutely kicked butt. There's a fair load of troops sitting there, and I've lost a minimal amount, but I did send in 60,000 SPGs, and they've got a range. Their range is close to the rockets, but let's have a look. Their range is 1,500, where a heavy tank, their range is about 60, but their hit points is 240, so they're a little bit stronger. Let's have a look at the SPGs. Thank you. That means a lot, mate. That means, I mean, thank you. I don't know what to say. You're a legend. The SPGs have got 140. Thank you very much. I check out PewDiePie. He's a funny bugger. Good for a laugh. I really appreciate your support, and that is excellent. Thank you very much. You check out the rockets. They've got a range of 3,300, but their hit points is only 100. They're very weak, so you'll need to build up heavy tanks, light tanks, send them in first to try and defend. Mate. And he's done a lot of work to get them subs, I bet. He's one of the best on YouTube. And unfortunately he's been having a bit of trouble. Armoured vehicles have got the hit points, 220, but their range is so small. They have to be like touching the other troops before they're hitting. They're sort of like an infantry. They need to be like touching each other before they're hitting. And the divisions haven't got much range either. But look at the hit points, 65,000 hit points. But their range is only at 100. That's the infantry division. Armoured division. About the same range as 100, but 72,000 hit points. $16,000 hit points for the air division with only 100 range. It's a big deal. My son watches a lot of Dan DTM, and he's got a fair few subscribers as well. I'm hoping one day I'll be up there with the big boys. So we're going to try and attack some more of these NPC cities. NPC means no player city, I think. I use it as no player city. So we'll send in a... I think Dan's been doing it for about 3 to 5 years. His fan base, he's got a massive fan base too, like probably not as much as PewDiePie. So we'll send in our, it's going to take the and send out our, we can send out some dispatches to the field. There we go. There we go. Oh. See, I was paying $90 for the highest bandwidth that you can get, and I wasn't having any trouble. I seem to be having, I couldn't really afford that. I'm having a lot of trouble with my internet at the moment. Thank you very much for your support. I get unlimited, but it's the bandwidth that's giving me the trouble. The upload. I'm not too sure what the upload speed is. Download speed is 25 megabits. I've only had this trouble with the low video output, and that'll be making it hard for you guys to watch. It'll be buffering a lot. It's only been since we've dropped the bandwidth that I've been having this trouble. I'm definitely going to complain. I've got YouTube on for my daughter all day, mate. All day. She loves it. There's a lot of educational stuff for her too. I think we went through about 200 gig over a weekend. We go through Belong, through Telstra, 60 internet, but their modem's not the best modem, I don't think. I think that's where I'm having a lot of my trouble. Yeah, it says, see when that comes up, video output low, that's when it's going to make it hard for my viewers, it says. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experiencing buffering. So I think that's my fault. I don't think it's your internet that's causing you